Testing mic 1 2 1 2. Test 1 2 1 2. Testing mic 1 2 1 2 1 2. 1 2 3 4. Hello all viewers, Nick Stella here. Just checking in to see how's the audio going. If you can let me know how I sound, it'd be greatly appreciated. ladies and gentlemen, welcome as the GMHL proudly presents to you the Bradford Rattlers and the Ottawa Sharpshooters. First time ever, the Bradford Rattlers have met the Ottawa Sharpshooters in GMHL action, and I'm Nick Stella. For your Bradford Rattlers, I'll be covering all the games for you throughout this season. For your Rattlers, and the goaltenders, same as always. It's number 35, Trevor Babin. Though for most of this Bradford Rattlers team, all brand new. About 4 people from last year's team are back into the lineup for Bradford. And the face-off for the Bradford Rattlers season is underway. Taking it is Vitaly Tarasov. He tried to get in a quick shot. Right around in front, they score! Right off the hop, it's Tarasov. And it's 1-0 Rattlers. My goodness, that did not take long as Tarasov rammed it in on the far side. Tumbling to the ice there was Jason Zonder, but he regained that into the newest Bradford Rattler, Zach Bekele, former Bradford Bull, as that pass got carried off by Tarasov and back over to Babin, and laid back over to behind there where Ottawa can try to regroup from their own zone. Lay back around Bekele. Can be rubbed off. He rubs his man off effectively. Try to get it working it back to the front there, but nothing happening. As number 10 for the Bradford Rattlers, Melvin Thorson, can play it back over to Vitaly Tarasov. Tarasov can go behind the net, try to work his way through, hit the ref momentarily, but he still has possession of that puck. It got worked around. Melvin Thorson made a nice move, tried to carry his way through, has Bekele at the point. He will use him here. Bekele, a shot deflected in front, and it got high and over the goaltender. A nice chance there for Thorson. Trying to get back over for Tarasov, but he couldn't do it on the far pass. Boards battle continues. Bodies being thrown around there. Who can get possession of the puck? It's still a half boards battle. Vitaly Tarasov can be met with a physical play behind the net. Not enough to knock him down, as keeping the play alive with Jason Zonder at the point. Trying to make a good move, and it gets played off by Thorson. Trying to find Bekele. He does, and he shot the hard one just over the net as it creams up and out where goaltender Babin can play a nice pass. Back over to Zach Bekele. The defenseman looking like a forward. Trying to lay it past over there to the stick of number 16, Arsen Gudelin. Out of the reach of his stick. Ottawa from their own zone, try to break it out. They're sloppy with it. Big number 26, Nathan Sanderson, tried to unload a shot there, but it got blocked by the bodies in front of Sanderson. Can lob one to the net and over. Sanderson back. Puck gets dumped in by Ottawa. Babin gets one carefully though. Kevin Laponte had trouble getting that one. A tip shot on goal, and a great save was made by 35 in white. Captain Terrence McLean can rub his man off and gets Creeran back to the far side and lost by number 91, Allery Luutinen. Chance now for Ottawa. He's lone on a 1-on-4, but a great back-checking effort by number 18. That is Kevin Lapointe from Quebec, age 17. As we get a touch and a hand pass on the Ottawa Sharpshooters. So it has been a while since this live stream has gone back up since the defeat from the Algonquin Spartans in the conference final. First game of the year for the Rattlers, but third for the Sharpshooters. Oleg Grichetov made a good play to keep that puck in momentarily, but the refs will disagree as it was an offside. Puck lofted in. It could be handled by Pavel Roskov. He can carry a puck all the way back to Lucas Ballet. Lucas Ballet, Switzerland native, age 19, as that pass got carried off the high glass and into possession of goaltender Trevor Babin. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania native. was one of the cornerstones of the Bradford Rattlers last season as they went all the way to the conference finals, but losing in 4 to the eventual champions, the Big One Spartans. As you can see, Babin make a nice first baseman snatch out of the air on that shot from Joey Descole. So if you notice, Ottawa not in their normal uniforms. They have their blue patriotic uniforms on. As that pass right off the draw got taken away by known Rattler Adam Brisky. Brisky floats that puck in behind the net. We're going to be taken off by Daniel Villette. Villette lost it to Andy Romani. You guys will remember Romani. He had a big role in the playoffs, especially against Ville Marie. Romani getting pressured off hard. Worked back and it gets caromed all the way down the length of the ice, and icing will be the call. So 16-18 is the time remaining in this first period of play. 1-0 the Bradford Rattlers for the second straight year last year against the Wyerton Schooners. Scored 30 seconds into the game, and the Rattlers have done the exact same here against the Ottawa Sharpshooters. Face-off was lost by Daniel Villette. Ottawa can regain possession momentarily as Bekele tried to lay into a shot that got caromed wide. Behind the net is Villette. Works off. Romani can't get it there. Pressured off, and Brisky and Villette try to rub their man out, but Ottawa still remains. Get possession. A long lofter was juggled and caught by goaltender Babin for the cover with 15:57 to go in period number 1. So again, a lot of new faces and not many familiar, as there's 5 returning players from last year's squad. Icing waved off, and quickly rushing to that puck is Adam Brisky, native of Slovenia. Brisky can go wide. Caromed that one to the front there, no one home. Trying to walk into a shot there, but kept it alive was Bekele as that one came out. And Andy Romani can touch up that as it was offside. .39. Time remaining in period number 1. Eventful for one team. All the momentum has been going to the boys in white, the Rattlers, donning their new white uniforms. As throughout this regular season, halfway through, they will switch to their greens. Sanderson can lay a nice pass to 24. That's Vitaly Tarasov who had the first goal. Trying to get another one, and a great stop was made by the goaltender from Ottawa. Does not have a number on his jersey, so cannot get the name for you. I'll try to do it in the intermission. Nice passing play by Ottawa. 69 trying to work his pass to the front there. Quick shot. Rebound in front. They can't seem to get it there. But it gets caromed off by Vitaly Tarasov. He can find Melwin Thorson. Thorson lost the handle momentarily, but it gets played over to Captain McLean. Terrence McLean has a man heading to net. It's Thorson and Melwin, but no one can seem to get a pass on a rebound. Second chance try, but it was covered by the goaltender from Ottawa. So from Ottawa, it's either Thomas Ether in net or Matthew Canabana. So Canabana or Ether in the net for the Sharpshooters. We will try in the intermission to get their names as quickly as we can for you guys. You can see that puck getting played for Bekele. He scores! What a shot by Roskov! Found its way through on the 5-hole, and it's 2-0 Rattlers. That shot found its way through almost everyone. And a shot coming right from the point found its way through on the 5-hole, and we're going to have a goaltender change. So Thomas Ether was just in net for the Ottawa Sharpshooters, but a goalie change on their 4th shot of this game. So it has been switched. So Matthew Charbonneau makes his start into this game. Just 5 minutes and change have gone by in this first period. We already have a goaltender change, as the coaches for the Sharpshooters have already seen enough, as Bradford has been all over them. Thus, in this 5 minutes of hockey we've played out of 60. Taking the face-off for Bradford is 16, Arsen Gindelin, native of Russia, 21 years of age. Ottawa did win that face-off, however, as they can start back from the neutral zone and start the way back from center into the carom of 35, Trevor Babin. As a quick redirect pass by Oliv Grishatov can find its way down the length of the ice. Icing waved off as the puck got slowed down. LaPointe lost it momentarily. Ottawa can start back up. Lost the handle. Momentarily is Ottawa. 2-on-2 momentarily coming up. It's a nice chance there for a quick shot that got steered aside back into the corner. It's LaPointe or LaPonte. It's getting off with it. He has possession in the zone. Try to keep the line, and he does remarkably, but it just got camed out momentarily. Zach Bekele rubbed off into the corner though. However, he still remains on his feet. Puck cleared as far as center, and a possible 3-on-1 developing. Nice pass, but out of the reach of 18, Kevin LaPointe, as it got creamed over on the far side to play of Arsen Gundelin. Puck can be lofted, caromed off from Zach Bekele, off the pass by Jason Sonner. Bekele rubbed off into the corner. Huge hit. That was Jacob Andrechuk laying the body on Zach Bekele. He's one of the more stronger players you will see in this league, as the hitting starts to pick up in this game. Yuri Hovey, nice move to stutter step around a defender, cuts to the goal. Save was made. Rebound loose in front of the puck, gets caromed in. The Rattlers have scored. And after the goal was scored, Ottawa takes unsportsmanlike penalty. Number 33 for Ottawa will sit into the box. That would be Nicholas Papineau, native of Gatineau, Quebec. Pardon me, Osgood, Ontario. So Rattlers get the first power play of this season. Let's see how well they can perform. Walk-in line with it is 24. That'd be Vitaly Tarasov open scoring in this game. Nice connection passing. Tarasov trying to get on the backhand, can't do it. Tarasov still has the puck, being pressured though, however. Trying to work it back to the point there, can't do it, but far side pass out of the reach of Pavel Roskov. Works it back to the front there. No one home. Grishatov tried to loft one towards the goal, but it got covered by goaltender Chernobyl. So the new faces on this Rattler team, it will take a little bit to get used to the new faces and names, so bear with me. Kevin LaPonte on the draw. Got it back to 26, Nathan Sanderson. Sanderson got it back down low to Gindelin. Gindelin works it back to the front of the backhand and trying to make a nice articulate play. There is 91, Alveri Rutinen. A James Van Riemsdyk-like backhander shot. That's Matthew Charnbois having none of that. Gindelin lines in to take the face-off for the Rattlers. It's lost momentarily, but trying to keep the zone was Sanderson, but it lost it momentarily as Terrence McLean, the captain of 2 straight seasons, can see it played back into their own zone with just 50 seconds to go on this power play as Nathan Sanderson from PEI can lay it back to Terrence McLean, and McLean can start out. Puck gets lofted in back by Ottawa. Sanderson can regroup, and he'll stop behind his net and look for more real estate and bodies to reopen. A dangerous play in front of Trevor Babin. Nice stutter step by Arsen Gindelin. Can play it back over to Rutinen. Rutinen goes back on a backhand shot there. Rubbed wide. Gundelin back over, works it back. Sanderson can't shoot, works it back into the safe lane. A backhand shot got caromed off the side of the net. Ottawa really pushing on the pressure here, as well as the Rattlers. On the power play, that puck got redirected to the front of the net and being hauled down, but no call. Terrence McLean lays the body out on number 69 from Ottawa, as Ottawa has iced the puck with about the halfway mark of this first period. 10:52 to go in period number 1. The score is 3 Bradford, nothing Ottawa. Number 17 lines up to take the face-off. That's Daniel Vanette, Czech Republic native, age of 18. He had 5 points for his hometown team last season. Sharpshooters trying to get something going, but the great offensive awareness by the Bradford Rattlers allowing them to have none of that. Andy Romani can skate it back in, throwing it back and trying to get it is Daniel Vanette. Vanette lost it in his skates, but it's carried back over on the half boards and taken by Ottawa. Sharpshooters trying to get out of their own zone. It gets held to number 69. With some speed, trying to cut through the fence, and a quick shot almost fooled Trevor Babin, but it's wide on the far side. Zach Beckley can backhand a pass. Not kept out, however. Beckley can find Romani. Andy Romani skates in back to Zach Beckley. Beckley holds, trying to get it back to Romani, but it's out of the reach of him, and thus allowing Ottawa to start back on their breakout. Long shot can be handled into the glove by goaltender Babin for a face-off. Six seconds into this last half of the opening frame. 9:45 time remaining. Still same score, 3-0 Ottawa. But Karen to the point on a lofting shot. A knuckleball was handled by Babin. Karen back in front. It's been a ram. A shot can be worked aside by Sanderson as he may have got a stick on it. Not out, however, as a quick shot got steered aside by the left pad of Babin. Carefully into the corner. We're going to be played by number 24. That would be Vitaly Tarasov. Trying to find Melvin Thorson with the pass. He does, but it gets played back along. Olev Christensen led it back. I think it works back down low and a whistle. Hand pass may be the call, but he's pointing towards the penalty box. We might get a penalty for Bradford here. And number 10, Melvin Thorson, having some words with the referee, is we're not too sure what's going to happen either, and he is going to sit to the penalty box. Melvin Thorson, native of Sweden. Melvin Thorson last season played for the Vanilka Flyers, where he recorded 50 points as his 21-year-old finds his home in Bradford. So Ottawa gets their first power play of the game. They try to go to work. They lay it back down deep, trying to get a sharp angle shot, much like fellow Swede Patrick Hornquist. Puck lofted down the length of the ice by Nathan Sanderson. Sanderson played for the Kensington Vipers, where he registered 18 points. Ottawa starts back in. 1:30 to go on their power play. 89 for the Sharpshooters. Can't get anything going there as he tries to work it back to the point. A nice skate to stick play. It's made by 81. They try to get something going. A quick shot caromed off the stick of a Bradford Rattler. That was Andy Romani's stick that lofted off. And so the face-off will remain in Bradford territory. And so face-off will be on the right side of goaltender Trevor Babin. 22 for the Rattlers. Skates in to take the face-off. That's Brandon Morris. He lost it. Zahner lost it momentarily. Galapoo writes it back over, working it back to the front there in a nice tic-tac-toe connection play, but momentarily lost. Another penalty, coming up to the Bradford Rattlers as a cross-checking minor will be handed out to Zach Bekele, I believe, and it will be. So the Sharpshooters will get a 5-on-3 power play as Bekele heads off to the box for cross-checking. So 18 to go in period number 1. Sharpshooters find themselves with a 5-on-3 power play and a great clear by 26, Nathan Sanderson. He's paired up with captain Terrence McLean, and the forward for Bradford is 22, Brandon Morris, native of Quebec, formerly played for the Brewster Academy, where he registered 12 points in 6 games. Lachapou works it back over to 14 for Ottawa. Trying to use his speed to get 3. It's Brandon Morris. He is in, and a great stop was made. My goodness, what a sure-handed break, but Chano having none of that. Morris pressured off by 2 Sharpshooters. Trying to get the puck moving, and Ottawa can regain possession of that one, and they will start on their power play breakout, but a sloppy pass can find its reach to Sanderson, and back to Terrence McLean. One man is out. Melvin Thorson comes on. So under a minute to go, 40 seconds to go, and the penalty to Zach Bekele. Kevin Laponte trying to shove his man off. Alvin Rutinen can block that shot. Great play by him. Getting into the lane, it gets Karam back over to Jason Zahner. Zahner, native of Switzerland. Play back over. Karam Tooman on the far side, but keeping the play alive, however, is 81 for the Sharpshooters. Zahner had trouble with that one. It gets worked back to the front. Babin had to be sharp on his post to cover the angle on that one. Puck not cleared, however. Tip pass. Rebound in front there. Gets cleared off by Rutinen. Alveri Lutinen from Finland. Played for the New Jersey Hitmen, where he had 17 points. Jason Zahner can see a pass. Cleared back down the length of the ice as Zach Bekele comes out of the penalty box. Rattlers have cleared both penalties. Dennis Vagulzov rubs his man to the ground as he gets caromed off by captain Terrence McLean. McLean, nice move. Calm, cool, and collective. He will skate in. Laying a pass over to Yuri Hovey. Hovey works wide, trying to get something going on the far side, but it's Lucas Bolette who can take that pass into the high slot, and a backhander shot that almost fooled goaltender Charnabaugh. Then it gets played over by the backhand, out of the reach of forward Yuri Hovey. Terrence McLean can keep the zone alive, however. Yuri Hovey lost it momentarily, has it, peels off, works it back over to Denis Valzakov. Valzakov couldn't get anything going there. Laid back over to McLean with a quick shot and into the bread basket of Charnabaugh. Time remaining in the first. 5 minutes, 21 seconds. The score is still 3-0 for the Bradford Rattlers over the Ottawa Sharpshooters. Braden Morris skates in and take that face-off. Face-off won by the Rattlers, but a half-board battle continues as it gets caromed off back. A nice play was made by Vitaly Tarasov. He lost it momentarily in a breakaway chance. Moving up the wing. Stopped by Babin as the net comes dislodged. as a mess of players after that breakaway chance by 69 for Ottawa. That was Tim Miamwa going hard into the boards. So that was my bad. The puck went into the net. They scored on that play. By my looks, it did not look like the puck crossed the line. So Ottawa gets one on the board for them. Ottawa quickly starts right back up, but it's almost intercepted by Adam Brisky. Daniel Bennett works his man off. It gets Karen back to Zach Bekele. Plays it off the side of the net. Smart play. Works to the Rattlers' advantage. Andy Romani can find Daniel Bennett. Bennett and Andy Romani was just offside. Pardon me, that was Adam Brisky. Adam Brisky played for the Rattlers last season. Slovenia native. The 19-year-old registered 7 points last season. Arsen Gundelin lost that face-off. Ottawa has possession of that one. Sharpshooters can skate back from the neutral zone. A nice stutter step move there. And another one. Trying to carry his way through, but Trevor Babin can poke check that one back into the corner where it's taken off by Rutinen. Kevin Lapointe getting rubbed off effectively. Lost it. Shot. Saved by Babin. Rebound in front. It gets caromed off the left pad and almost caromed in. Ottawa still possessing the puck as a nice diving play to get the puck out of their own zone was made by 91 Alvivri Rutinen. Puck got Karen back all the way down nearly the length of the ice where it can be picked up by Pavel Roskov. Finding number 2 Olav Grishatov. Grishatov, nice pass, works it back to 18. Kevin Lapointe, but a nice redirection save was made by Charlevoix. Sharpshooters still having a problem trying to clear their own zone. That's been the story of this game early on. Ottawa just can't seem to clear their zone. A quick shot from the point there got redirected by the blocker of Charlevoix carefully into the corner. As Grishatov can rub back in there. Another hit where it gets Karen back to the neutral zone and lofted back in as Grishatov skated very fast towards that puck. My goodness, what a burst of speed on display by Oleg Grishatov. The 17-year-old from Russia. Played for HC MSGU, where he registered 7 points. And it's 2:47 to go in period number 1. Ottawa got on the board. They have won. It's 3-1. Yuri Hovey on the draw, won it. Sanderson. Karen back off the skates. Rebound in front there and a quick shot was played off by Bullet. Bullet takes his man down, still has the puck. A nice stutter step move to get free to the point now is Sanderson. Sanderson shooting that one from the point there and it gets rubbed wide of the net. Half-court battle continues. Just got out of the zone. And the official has his arm up, signifying a penalty. And that's what we have with us. Patrick Luname heads off to the box for interference. Luname, the 18-year-old from Estonia. Played for his local junior B team in Austria, where he had 7 points. So number 12 for Bradford, Denis Valguzov. Lost the puck momentarily. Played over to the point, back down low. Ottawa trying to get something going, trying to keep these Rattlers moving and kill as much time as they can. Works it back to the front there, and a nice chip shot was Karam just to the side of the net as Andy Romani can play that one just as far as center. Ottawa having problems breaking into the offensive zone, but they do it here. Low and weak shot got steered by the left pad of Trevor Babin. It's a great play by Andy Romani. The Worcester native can see it. Play back to goaltender Charlebois as his Ottawa can start back up. Nice starter step on by number 3. That's Patrick. Sharpshooters normally bring it back down low. Quick shot in front there, and Babin could see that go into his glove and out. But referee has blown his whistle. Babin has got that one. So with 1:17 remaining in period number 1, and with 57 seconds to go in the penalty, to number 3, Patrick Liname. Score is still 3-1. Great win by Braden Morris on that face-off. Can see it played back down the length of the ice by captain Terrence McLean, and goaltender Charlebois can lay a pass back over to his other defense partner and does the same with the other. Great play by Melvin Thorson. Hit to the ice. No call on that. Ottawa can start back over with 1 minute to go in period number 1. Ottawa regains into the zone. Braden Morris rub his man off as number 10, Melvin Thorson, can find Sanderson. Goaltender Charlebois plays that back out of the reach. Trying to get a short-handed goal 6 seconds into the penalty. Got it back to captain McLean. His drive was caromed and stopped by goaltender Charlebois as the penalty expires to number 3, Patrick Liname. .22 for Bradford. Lions gonna take the face-off. That's Braden Morris. Won it. Nice hold and drag shot. Sanderson got it back from McLean. Trying to work a pass back down low to number 10, Melvin Thorson. Skating wide with it. Works it back, and a quick shot was blocked on the shot by McLean, and Sanderson lofts a high hard when ringing it round to high to the net. McLean works it back, tip shot, and it's gracefully gloved by Charlebois as that sequence concludes this first period of play. The score, 3-1 Bradford. I'm Nick Stella. We'll be with you with second period of play. Sorry about that, folks. So second period of action is set to get underway. I apologize for all the pop-ups on the live stream. We're just figuring some stuff out for this first game. As a little recap, the first period ended with the Rattlers being up 3-1, and it continues here in the second. A nice chip pass was made over by Brandon Morris. He found his man Vitaly Tarasov. Tarasov works it back to the point. Quick shot high. And I got worked back into the corner where Ottawa can start back out. Icing waved off goaltender Charlebois and back into pass, but right to the stick of Melvin Thorson. Momentarily got chipped over his stick and up and out. Ottawa can regroup from their own zone. Played off by Babin. He let it steer aside to the play of number 5, Jason Zahner. That puck went into the bench, up and out of play. Face-off won by the Sharpshooters. A throw shot deflected in front there, but it can be played off by Sanderson out of the reach of 18 Kevin Laponte. But icing waved off, however, as Charlebois can handle that puck and cover for face-off. Face-off one. Karen backed in front there. Great possession play there was made by the Ottawa defender as a missed pass by Arsen Gundelin came to the possession of 26, Nathan Sanderson. Terrence McLean laid it back over for Sanderson. Try to get something going as Terrence McLean can start back from his own zone. Had trouble clearing that puck out of his own zone as Ottawa try to cut back to that. Try to get one of their first opportunities of this game. They only needed one to cash in for their first goal, so if you give them another one, they might be able to get a second. Sanderson, another dangerous play right in front of Trevor Babin. But potential 2-on-1 developing here. It's Rutinen heading to the net now. Working it back to the front there, Gundelin. Wrap around attempt. Rebound in front there. Gets caromed off the side by Charlebois. Rutinen shot it high and hard into the glove, but out. Icing waved off. Goaltender Babin plays it up the middle, and just getting to it was 18 Kevin Laponte. Ottawa can start back up. Laponte pressuring his man, managed to get the puck off him, but he's met with a physical play by 51 in blue. Roskov hit hard into the boards. He remains on his feet as Yuri Hovey can skate it back on. Kept alive by Ottawa, but Yuri Hovey can skate back off the flashy fin. Gets back in a shot right into the breadbasket of Charlebois, and he will cover with 17 minutes and 8 seconds to go in period number 2. Yuri Hovey taking the face-off. Coming in to help him there was Bullet. Quick shot, caromed off the mask, and it gets worked back to the far corner boards. Keeping the play alive, however, there was Olaf Grishitov, but it came back to possession of 8, Lucas Bollet. As Grishitov can skate back in for the Rattlers, bumping his man off, but losing the puck to a sharpshooter defender. He can skate back, but taken away by Bollet. Bollet coming right in, shooting that one off of Charlebois' shoulder. Didn't know where the puck landed, though. Puck came outside of the zone as Pavel Roskov, native of Russia, can play that puck once again as he throws it back into the offensive zone for Ottawa. Can recoup, but not clear the zone. They tried to do it momentarily, and a Clyde in front there, shooting that one, hit the post with the shot as Yuri Hovey roves his man to the ground. Great action picking up here in period number 2. Ottawa made a nice saucer pass, caught down, snapping that one over the glove of goaltender Babin. And skating up with it is 27 Zach Bekele, former Bradford Bolt. Charlevoix can play it back. Taken on by Adam Brisky. Played off by number 17, Daniel Vanette. It's Vanette skating to Romani. Lost it momentarily, and now Ottawa starts back on their breakout. Zach Beckley easily snatching that puck out of the air. It's played over to Brisky with Romani heading to the net. Brisky lost it. Romani heads behind the net, and peeling back to the slot there was Vanette, but he lost the puck on the trigger pull. Brisky had his stick knocked out of his hands, but it's Romani getting it back over to Zahner. Zahner, he may have broke his stick on the shot. Daniel Vanette peels back with it, trying to find Romani behind the net as they work over behind. As Brisky tried to come in to help. Lost it back over. Caromed off to Beckley. Lost it. Ottawa starts back up. Play caromed into the glove of Trevor Babin, and he uses his stick to get it back into his glove, and so he covers with 14:58 to go in this second frame. The score is still the same, 3-1 Bradford. This is the first game for the Bradford Rattlers this season, but the third for Ottawa. Ottawa still looking for their first win. Quick shot, caromed off the blocker of goaltender Trevor Babin. Physical play on 24. That'd be Vitaly Tarasov. So a lot of back and forth action. Most of this game is being played in the neutral zone. Both teams feeling each other out, and a potential 2-on-1. Thorson shooting that one, and it's caromed off. And a great save, freeing that one. Keeping square to the puck there was Charlevoix. Sanderson plays it back over now to Thorson. Melwin Thorson lays a chip pass out of reach of Sanderson, but he eventually keeps the zone remarkably. Quick shot was blocked. Terrence McLean skates in, and he scores! Terrence McLean makes it 4-1 Bradford. Captain Terrence McLean gets his first of this season. Very rooted and pressuring the forecheck. Can't get the puck there. It gets lofted back down on the far side. We're going to be taken along by Nathan Sanderson and back over to Rutinen. Out of the reach of Arsen Gundelin. Terrence McLean, the latest goal scorer, has Sanderson on the far side. Won't use him here as he carefully makes a pass to 18 Kevin Laponte as he skates in on a 3-on-2. Laponte, nice move. Karen back in front, and it got rubbed over on the side of the net. Terrence McLean can't keep that puck into the zone, but it'll come right back down to the same side as icing. Will be the call. Terrence McLean, native of Nunavut. Age 20, he formerly played for the Rattlers last season, had 26 points. Was a huge factor in the series win against the Lynx and the Pirates last season. Gristasov can't keep his own, a 2-on-0. Moving up the wing, and a great defensive play. Getting back was Oleg Gristasov. They had a 2-on-0, and Grishatov denied both those chances. Quick shot flying it from the wing was number 7, Yuri Hovey. Can't get anything going there. Hovey still has the puck behind the net. Yuri Hovey snapping that one, but fanning on it. And keeping the zone, no. Pavel Roskov can find Yuri Hovey. Hovey lays a pass to Lumine. Lumine can stop, hold, go behind the net. Pressured off by 55 in blue. And Karen's back over, and now the sharpshooters can start back out. Grishatov, great defender as he uses his size and speed to his advantage right there, removing 22 from the puck, and a quick shot got caromed off the crossbar and laid back into the glove by Trevor Babin. So Daniel Vanek glides in to take the face-off, native of Czech Republic. Formerly playing for HC Nov, and a 2-on-1 for Romane. Lost the handle on it, Romani. Icing waved off, however. It's Zach Bekele. It's getting to it. Jason Zonder and Bekele switch spots. Bekele still has it. Relentless forecheck from Zach Bekele. 3-on-2. Bekele caroms a pass over, but out of the reach of 14 Brisky. Bekele still with the puck, momentarily lost it, and it gets Karen back down the length of the ice for, you guessed it, Zach Bekele can take the puck. Pressured off by 71 and blue. It's being held, but no call. Bekele has choice words for the ref. He's got to be careful or else he will get himself a penalty. Jason's honor. As it did look from up here, he was being heavily held by a man in blue, so here's a chance. 17 comes in, it's Vanek, and he went wide with the shot. He has Brisky from front. Zahner leans into one, and that's stopped by the goaltender from Ottawa. They get us number 1 in goal for Ottawa, Matthew Charnbois. So Charbonneau makes another save after coming in relief from Thomas Ether. Thorson trying to make a pass over to Brandon Morris. Can't do it. Terrence McLean, the latest goal scorer, has the man Thorson heading to the net. Can't find him on the stretch pass. Thorson had a great year last year with his team registering 50 points as he has it again. Try to get another. As it's handled there. Works it back to the front. Thorson on a lofty backhander. That gets played back over to Sanderson. Sanderson back over to Thorson. Thorson switches spots and getting the puck now is Vitaly Tarasov, who opened the scoring for the Rattlers for this season. Terrence McLean stutter steps his band out of the reach. Thorson with a nice spinorama move to get himself free for that puck. Terrence McLean can't keep the zone as Sanderson can take that puck up and a whistle. As Terrence McLean, I believe, pardon me, it's 22 for the Rattlers heading off for interference. And 22 will be Braden Morris. Played for Brewster Academy. He had 12 points while playing there, age 19, native of Quebec. And so Ottawa gets their 4th power play of this game. They are 0 for 3 thus far. Zach Bekele made a great play to clear that puck down the length of the ice where goaltender Charbonneau can play it back over to 91. 91, it's Max Campo. You can see Jason Thorson lean into that clearing attempt. Back over goaltender Charnbois. Little miscommunication there, but puck still safely on the stick of a sharp shooter. Momentarily, however, but it gets picked off by 18 Kevin Laponte. Rubbed off. He can play it back behind the net to Zach Bekele from Newmarket, Ontario, the 20-year-old, formerly playing for the Bulls last season, still in the GMHL, former Bradford Rattler, but did not play a game. A short-handed chance. Alveri Ruutinen skates up the wing, has a man with him. Ruutinen lays it back over and out of the reach of number 18, Kevin Laponte. Ottawa starts back in. 3-on-2 if they can hurry. Quick low shot can be easily steered aside by goaltender Babin with 9:20 to go in period number 2 with 45 seconds left on the penalty to Brandon Morris. Zach Bekele, nice carom step to get himself free, and he has some room. Zach Bekele with a man hanging to that. Bekele and into the glove of Brisbois. He had a man skating up the wing with him. That would be Lucas Billette. Switzerland native, playing for the Elite Junior B Under 20 League for Switzerland, where he had 9 points. As a 19-year-old, the Rattlers still short-handed with 33 seconds to go in the penalty. Quick low shot came high and hard. Bekele. Pardon me, that was Sanderson let that shot go. Speaking of Sanderson, he has the puck once more. Lays it back into the region of Romani. But he let that one come back to the length of the ice. Romani kept the zone, however. Andy Romani skates in 3. He slashed down, and a penalty coming to Ottawa. So that will mostly do it for the power play. So it will be a 4-on-4 for 3 seconds. As number 55 for Ottawa heads off to the box. 2 minutes for slashing. That'd be Coleman Emery heading off, 21-year-old from Ottawa, Ontario. So 4-on-4 for 3 seconds. And then Braden Morris will come out and join the play. Vitaly Tarasov on the faceoff, lost it. Came back, taken off by Melwin Thorson. It's played off to Tarasov. Back over to Morris. Back to Tarasov, trying to find Morris on the quick cross-crease pass, but it's handled by Bekele. Bekele to Thorson, back to Bekele. Bekele shooting that one, and it's hard and wide of the net. Thorson pressured off hard, works it back, out of reach there of Morris, but it gets played to Bekele, back over to Zahner. Zahner waits, works it back behind the goal now, taking it as number 22, Braden Morris. Trying to jam his way free, it's loose in the front, and Bekele had it carry him off his skate, but in the possession of Thorson, back over to Bekele. Zach Bekele, Thorson, back over to Zahner. Jason Zahner holds, nice pass to Zahner. Made a nice one-touch pass to Tarasov. Tarasov back to Thorson. Back over to Morris. Carries that out of the reach of Thorson. Played off by Bekele. Bekele to Zahner. Zahner back down low. It gets to Tarasov. Tarasov pressured by 2 sharpshooters. It's played off to the point of Zahner. Zahner pass to Bekele. His drive was Karen, been caught by Brisenow. Great power play action, lots of looks, as they had the puck the entire time for more than half of the power play. With the power play having 41 seconds left in it. 7:15 remaining in the second period. It's 4-1 Rattlers. Arsen Gundelin taking the face off. He won it to Rutinen. Gundelin got it back to McLean. McLean can stutter step to Sanderson. Working it back now over to Gundelin. His shot was handled by the goaltender from Ottawa. Number 1, Matthew Charnebois. Gundelin again, exact same play. Working it back from Rutinen, back over to Sanderson. McLean can take a low shot where it's steered aside. But Carab, a nice hand-eye coordination there by McLean. It keeps the zone again. Lay back over, rink-wide pass. Nice pass, finding his man back on the top door. Out of the net mouth scramble. Can't find his man on the top end. Back on low, come, trying to work a pass on a backhander. Didn't get all of it there, so it flutters under the blocker. But caught, however, by Matthew Charnebois. Valgazov on for the Rattlers, along with Yuri Hovey, Lucas Spillett, Terrence McLean, and Sanderson. Arm the points. As they're now 5-on-5, penalty killed by Ottawa. Rattlers still looking for their first power play goal. Ottawa starts back on their breakout. It's the possession of number 3. That would be Vincent Gaplel. As we got a push and shove there, and a huge hit was thrown by Dennis Valguzov as he has injured his man on the ice. So after all of that, 2 Bradford Rattler players are heading to the penalty box. That looks to be Terrence McLean and Melvin Thorson, I believe. Premier has Denis Valgazov. We can't identify the man on the ice right now as he's laying on his back. So after all that, the Ottawa Sharpshooters will give themselves a 5-on-3 power play with 6:17 to go in period number 2. And they're getting the trainers from both squads to come and attend to the fallen player. As it was a huge hit that Denis Valgazov laid on his man, native of Russia from the Hill Academy. Under 18 where he had 8 points. As of right now, we can only hope for the safety of the man on the ice. We never want to see this happen in any sport. But they know the price they pay to play this game, as injuries do occur mostly on physical plays such as the one we just saw. Yeah, he's still not moving. This is something we did not want to see. It looks like 2 players from the Sharpshooters are going to attempt to get him off the ice. We'll try our best to identify the player who's been injured for Ottawa. As he's laying on his back, it's hard to see his number. So good news, he is on his 2 feet, but obviously not on his own, as he has 2 sharpshooter teammates helping him up. As he is now gliding off on his own power. As his 2 teammates come in to help him glide to his bench. And the applause from the fans here in Bradford. So looks like play is about to resume with 6:17 to go in period number 2. So the Ottawa Sharpshooters, after all of that, will get a 2-minute 5-on-3 power play to get within 2. Cut this Rattler lead in half. Ottawa can start back from their own zone, and it is hard to regroup after a fallen teammate has gone down. It's hard to regroup, but they have to do that here. Ottawa circling it back to the points. TDD passes all around. Try to work it back to the front, but Andy Romani can skate it and work it back down the length of the ice for goaltender Brisbois. Have that go over his stick as 89 can skate it back over for Ottawa into the zone, but offside is the call at the blue line. Max Cabano is going to take the face-off for Ottawa. A song for Rattlers is 22, Braden Morris. Morris is going to chase after that puck. Lost the handle on it momentarily. Gets played back over to Mwamba as he skates in for Ottawa. Mwamba lost the handle on it as the puck got cleared back into the timekeeper's box. But face-off will stay inside the Rattlers' end. 1:08 to go in the penalties to both Valgasov and Terrence McLean. 5:25 to go in the second period. Neutral zone face-off. Same guys taking the pace off, Cabano and Morris. Cabano won that. Ottawa can skate back in. Pass find Cabano back down low, pressured off by Zach Bekele. And he's going all over the ice to try to block a lane of entry for Ottawa. You can see that shot being steered aside by the blocker of Trevor Babin. Working it back to the side. Scramble for it. They poke away at it. It gets Karen back in front of the net mouth. And back to the point it came. One-time shot. Weak one. Didn't get a whole lot on it. Babin is without a stick. Retrieves it now. Puck working back on the half side. Back over to the point. Has to quickly move that one as Brandon Morris was all over his man there. And an ill-advised pass. And another one. Ottawa still keeps his own, but a great defensive play by Jason Zonder allows the Rattlers to get a full sail line change, but it might work to Ottawa's advantage, however. Miss shot there, and a great hit by Andy Romani to clear that puck up and down the ice. So, 2 seconds and 1 on both penalties, and they are out. 5-on-5. Ottawa got nothing going on that power play as that recent opportunity was deemed offside. So 4:14 to go in period number 2. The score is still 4-1 for Bradford. The latest goal scorer early in the second period was Captain Terrence McLean. Arsen Gundelin on that draw lost it. Sanderson trying to block that one. It's steered aside by goaltender Babin. Played over the point. It gets lofted ahead. Terrence McLean can't get that one. Sanderson can peel it back to the corner. Loose puck in front. It's high and hard and over the net. Babin, I think, saw that one. Shot steers wide on the glove side. Sanderson can skate it back over to the play of 18, Kevin Laponte. Finding Rutinen. Skating to the front there. Works it back in Rutinen. Cam that one in wide with the shot there. Was Kevin Laponte. He tried to steer it back to the front. Didn't get anything going there, but a chainsaw for Mwamba. Mwamba lost the handle on that one. Great dipsy play there by Arsen Gundelin. Tried to skate it through, but it hit his man from Ottawa. And the breadbasket stung him. Alveri Ruutunen works it back from a pass out of the reach and can't handle that one was Kevin Laponte. Laponte works it back to the corner boards. Arsene Gindelin played it back to the possession of no one. And out comes Ottawa. 3 minutes to go in the second. Campbell shot it off the crossbar and out of play. My goodness, what a shot. Nearly found its way home for Ottawa. They cut this lead in half, and Babbitt is telling Zach Beckley that puck was curving all over the place. Face-off won by Ottawa. One thing they have been winning in this game is the face-offs. They have been very strong. Puck is played off to Melvin Thorson. He can skate out. Thorson made a nice move to get his way through and free. Puck worked back into possession of 24 Vitaly Tarasov. Tarasov can skate it back, works it back to the front there, and Melvin Thorson doing what he does best is work his way through. Trying to get it back on the loose puck in front of his stop there. And pushing and shoving behind the net. That was Brandon Morris in the middle of all that. So coincidental minors are going to be thrown out. So we will be playing 4-on-4. In the box for the Rattlers is Brandon Morris, native of Quebec. Face-off won by Campoli. Zach Beckley can steer it back to the play of Vitaly Tarasov. He tried to make his way in through, but he was blocked by the roadblock of number 33 in blue. As he gave it right back, Melvin Thorson has some room, snaps it on goal off the post. My goodness, he rang it off the pipe, and a penalty is resulting in 2 penalties, resulting in that a slashing play. So now it's time for the Bradford Rattlers to find themselves on a 4-on-3 power play. One of the more unusual power plays you will see, a 4-on-3. Taking the face-off for Bradford is Arsene Gindelin. Puck creamed back, kept alive by Terrence McLean. Has Sanderson on his far side. McLean can hold. Back to Sanderson. Sanderson back down low. Gindelin shot it off the post on the short side. My goodness. What a shot that was. Gindelin all over the ice. Has the puck again. Has Ruutunen down low. McLean takes it. Try to get it back over to Ruutunen. Ruutunen and Gindelin switch spots. It's Sanderson. Pass blocked. Sanderson back to the point. It's Gindelin. Steps into one, and a great first baseman snatch out of the air made by Charlesbois. Boy, he flashed the leather on that one with a nice windmill save. Keeping this one a 3-goal game. Vitaly Tarasov lines in for Bradford to take the face-off, and Ottawa, again, winning most of the face-offs, are able to steer that puck down the length of the ice. As Jason Zonder can see him pick up that puck as Zach Beckley curls in behind them. Zonder has it to Beckley. Beckley has Thorson on the far side. Zonder back to Beckley. Back over to Zonder. Zonder tried to steer into one, but it's Beckley shooting that one up and over the net. Zonder has Beckley again. Try to work it back to Thorson. He does there. Thorson to Bekele. Bekele back over to Thorson. Thorson trying to make rink wide, shooting that one up and into the mesh and out of play. That one off a sharpshooter, I believe, so face-off will still stay in Ottawa territory. 44 seconds is left in period number 2. The score is still 4-1 Bradford. Vitaly Tarasov, Milwin Thorson, Zach Bekele, and Jason Zahner are on the ice for Bradford. Bekele to Zahner. Zahner got it back over to Zach Bekele. Bekele shot it into the skates of 77 in blue, but it's Zahner to Bekele. Bekele once more trying to feed it front for the pass to Vitaly Tarasov. Can't do it. It's Jason Zahner. Zahner to Bekele. Bekele has it. 1 penalty's over. It's 5-on-3. Pardon me, 5-on-4. Skating into a shot. Big rebound scramble. They score! It was Thorson. And it's 5-1. So 15.4 seconds to go. The Rattlers finally got another one. It's 5-1. But still on the power play, however, as the double minor gets cut in half to 2 minutes. Trying to get another goal quickly. Are the Rattlers in a backhand shot? They got steered aside and snowed the goalie, and we got another scramble in front. So more coincidental minors being handed out. Yuri Hovey is off for Bradford. So early on in this game, the Ottawa Sharpshooters did not come out to play whatsoever. But as the game kept going, the face-offs were going in Ottawa's favor. They got one. They got a lot more power plays as well. It looked like they could get back into this game. But Rick Jackman settling his boys down, telling them to play the right way, play discipline, and they get themselves a couple power play goals. As they're trying to get another one, skating it back to the front, and an articulate goal was scored there by Vitaly Tarasov. It seems like after the goal was scored, the goaltender from Ottawa got ran. Matthew Charbonneau is down, holding his head. He lost his mask. It looks like he's skating off, but we might see another goaltending change. We will as Thomas Ether makes his way back into the game. So with 1.8 seconds to go, we have a goaltender change, and Thomas Ether makes his way back into the net with 1.8 seconds to go. Puck is dropped, and no one won the face-off there. They let the time run out. So after the second period of play, the score is the Rattlers 6 and Ottawa 1. Nick Stilla with you. We'll be back for the third period of play. So third period of action is going to set to get underway as the Ottawa Sharpshooters are just coming out to the ice now. And it looks like we have a goaltender change for the Rattlers as Babin is out, as number 30 Oleg Litvinenko comes in between the pipes. Native of Russia, age 18, former team is SO Hockey Moscow, where he boasted a 3.31 goals against average. And third period is underway with Ottawa. It's getting out with it. Both teams are starting 4-on-4 with 1:35 remaining in both of those coincidental penalties happening at the tail end of period number 2 as see Arsen Gundelin skate back with it. Gundelin's shot, and it was stopped there by Brisebois. .19:33 to go. In the last frame of regulation, the score is 6-1 for the Bradford Rattlers. Face-off won off by Ottawa. Again, winning most of these face-offs in this contest. Bradford still with the puck, however. Thorsten, misread pass, but Zach Beckley quickly getting back to retrieve that ill-advised pass by Jason Zahner as they switch sides. Puck out of the reach of 22, Brandon Morris can feed it back over, pressured off by Jason Zahner. He lays the puck back down to the corner. Nice hand-eye coordination there by Alveri Ruutunen, keeping the puck alive into possession for the Rattlers as he skates in on the far side. Ruutunen goes wide, works it back to the front, scores! It was Morris. It's 7-1. Also on to mention, goaltender Matthew Charbois is back into the net. Thomas Ethers is back out as the tail end of the second period. Charbois took a bump into the face after getting driven into the net. It seems to be all right as he's back into the cage for Ottawa. It's good to see. Luamba lays a pass over now to 77. Quick shot was steered aside by Litvinenko. Melwin Thorson skates back up with it, laying a pass to Sanderson. Sanderson back to Thorson, he scores! What an articulate play there. Sanderson to Thorson, and it's 8-1. I'd like to give a quick shout out to Jared Mazurak from Innisfil. Coach Rick Jackman would like that. He's a Ducks fan. Ottawa can start back from their own zone. They lay a pass into the reach of Oleg Litvinenko. Captain Terrence McLean behind his own net. Both penalties are over. Back to 5-on-5 as Terrence McLean can stop behind his own net and look for options. He'll find his defense partner, Nathan Sanderson. Karams a pass and a great hit by Yuri Hovey. Balikov lost it and a hit behind the play and behind the net, shaking up is number 12, Dennis Vagilzov. And a power play coming up to the Bradford Rattlers, their 6th of the game. As of late, they've been putting home the power play goals against this Ottawa Sharpshooters team as they continue to yell at each other back and forth. So 55 for Ottawa. Heading off to the box, that is Coleman Emery. Thorson credit with the latest goal, assisted by Nathan Sanderson as it's laid back over to Litvinenko and played by Pavel Roskov. Rink wide, finding Oleg Grishitov. Grishitov made a nice pass to Pavel Roskov and laying a pass over to 17, Daniel Vinet. Vinet formerly playing for HC Nov Mestro, where he registered 5 points for a local team down in Czech Republic. Adam Brisky. You know him from the Rattlers last year, as well as Andy Romani. He has the puck now. Getting it back to Grishitov, back over to Romani. Romani can't clear the zone as well as Pavel Roskov, and so goaltender Oleg Litvinenko can lay a pass out of the reach of Grishitov, and Litvinenko back again to play it to Adam Brisky. Roskov Karam's a saucer pass into the stick of Oleg Grishitov. Nice pass, and he lofts one in, and a nice first baseman snatch out of the air was made by goaltender Chernobyl. Tyler still the puck, centering that one in front, and a good pad save. Rattlers still with the puck, however. It's Gundelin. Nice tap pass by Sanderson, and shooting that one through traffic, and it got through as a shot by McLean. Sanderson, nice backhand pass at Terrence McLean. McLean tried to get a rink-wide pass there, but it was blocked momentarily. But McLean still has the puck. Back on low against Kevin Laponte. Back to McLean, into Sanderson. Sanderson, back, quick shot, tap pass, side of the net, rebound in front there, and it was covered by goaltender Charnebois. $18 seconds remaining on the power play for the Bradford Rattlers. 16:02 to go in period number 3. Face-off won by the Rattlers. Zahner trying to work it back down low. It gets to the possession of Tarasov. Tarasov back to Bekele. Rink-wide pass, finding Thorson. Fanning on the first attempt. On the second attempt, he gets peeled back off, and puck coming out of the zone as they are now full strength. Zach Bekele plays it back in. Thorson getting into pressure his man. On the far side coming with them is Brandon Morris. Ottawa trying to start back up on their attack. It's 2-on-2 even. Great defensive play by the forward, Vitaly Tarasov. And Zach Bekele can get back and pressure it off behind his own net. And skating back with it with a couple of stick handles that get himself free. And putting it into traffic though, but it works to his advantage. Brandon Morris skates on, rink-wide pass, tap back, side of the net, and it gets worked back into the corner. What a great tic-tac-toe passing play action going on by these Rattlers as they are up big. It's 8-1, 15 minutes to go in period number 3. Thorson laid it back, has it now, holds off, waits, back to Bekele, shooting that one, and it's steered aside by Charbonneau. Quick shot and scoring on a nice individual effort, and lofting it over on the blocker side was 22, Brandon Morris. My goodness. Face-off one back over by the Rattlers, and thank you for the kind words from everyone in the chat, but I think the Sharks would still need Randy Hahn, Jared. Physical action definitely picking up here as Ottawa is frustrated. Expect a lot of undisciplined penalties coming from Ottawa's side, and one was almost called there. Referees will let them play on this 9-1 affair. Ottawa can skate back over, and a stick into the face, and a cross check in front to Yuri Hovey. So just announcing Braden Morris getting the hat-trick goal to make it 9-1. And after all that, the referees will now come to discuss. All the minor and major penalties are going to be thrown out in this 9-1 game with 14.4 to go. Time remaining in the game is 14 minutes and 4 seconds for all of you who are wondering. It would be pretty difficult to get a moving time clock of 20 minutes on each period. It would be pretty difficult from the crew we have right now. It's not many. As I am going solo for this season. And having Pierre McGuire in between the benches shared would be a huge help. Giving us stats of their PB days and their birthdays. So after all of that, we play 3-on-3, and shout out to Bill Fines. His favorite type of hockey is 3-on-3, as Sanderson can tell Terrence McLean to slow the play down. Terrence McLean will oblige as he cuts right in and scoring on a great individual effort, coast to coast. My goodness. And that makes it 10-1. The score is right, folks. 10-1. It may be 11 coming on. 2-on-1 and shooting that one and grazing the post there. It was 5. Jason Zahner, native of Switzerland, playing for the Tirschau under 20 team where he had 7 points in 7 games. Ruutinen leaves it for Zahner. Shot was blocked. 3-on-3 action ending in 1:05. Ottawa starting from their own zone at Zawamba. But a nice bit of skating back in. Has a shot on a trigger pull that went wide of goaltender Oleg Litvinenko. Zach Beckley between his legs got his pass. Calm and cool, he makes his way into the zone but lost it. Zahner skates away with it. Nice chip pass out of the reach of Valtteri Ruutinen. Ruutinen hooked up. They called it. Another penalty coming up to the sharpshooters. At this point in the game, the visitors can oblige to have running time in this game. That has not happened yet. It's still 12:38 to go in period number 3, 3-on-3 action. Well, it would have ended at 35 seconds, but after 35 seconds, it will be a 5-on-4 power play for the Rattlers from Bradford. Kishinov shooting that one, lofting it in front, rebound in front, and steering it aside with a great paddle execution save on number 6. That's Pavel Roskov, the 16-year-old from Russia. As you can see, Andy Romani skate in from Worcester, formerly played for the Rattlers last season. 25 points last season. Pavel Roskov and Oleg Grishatov will man the blue line on this 3-on-3, and cutting to the inside and outside was 81 in blue for Ottawa. Pavel Grishatov can carry it back over to Oleg Grishatov, back to Roskov. Roskov nearly avoided a hit there, but the play was just offside. So everyone coming out of the penalty box now. I say everyone, but there's one man Lift in there. It's number 14 for the Ottawa Sharpshooters. So 5-on-4 power play for the Rattlers. They've had a boatload of power play and a boatload of goals to show for. Peeling that one to that and juggling that puck, but out of the glove was Chabonneau. Terrence McLean, Sanderson. Can't step into one, lost the trigger pull momentarily, and corralling the pass there back down low is Dennis Valgazov. Back to Yuri Hovey. Hovey back to Captain McLean. Terrence McLean shooting that one in and out of the glove there. Puck got creamed back out. Yuri Hovey can make a quick pass to Captain Terrence McLean. Yuri Hovey, native of Finland. Yuri Hovey playing for the Junior B Sumi Sarja, where he had 13 points. Sanderson made a move. Tried to get it back to the front there, but it's caromed off and can't keep the zone. Well, Sanderson, as Terrence McLean looks up at the clock and sees a minute 5 to go on this power play, and starts back in from his own zone, calm and cool as he can be. Nathan Sanderson laid a pass over, out of the reach of Valgazov. He lays it back in. Sanderson's been out there for a while. Uses his strength and his speed to his advantage. Curls back with an articulate pass there, out of the reach, but getting it momentarily was Dennis Valgazov. To the point there's Zahner. He's looking for one, but it reamed off the glass. Puck curled on the half board, shooting that one and into the breadbasket of Chabonneau. Still doing stoppage time in the third period. 10 minutes, 29 seconds remaining in period number 3. The score is 10-1. Penalty will expire for Ottawa in 26 seconds. Taking the face off is 22, Braden Morris, native of Quebec. Montreal, Quebec, if we're going to be exact. Bristol Academy. Jason Zahner had trouble playing that one. Zach Pekole from Newmarket, Ontario, can find his man, number 24, Vitaly Tarasov, playing for Kutski Medova. Last season where he boasted 9 points. Zach Pekole peels off to find his man, number 10, Melwin Thorson. He's had a game with a hat trick. A delay penalty coming up to Ottawa again. So one penalty expires, another one's going to go back on the board as it's touched there by Zwamba. And Bradford will go back to the power play. As Oleg Litvinenko skates back to his crease. Slashing is the call. Coleman Emery heads to the box for 2. Arsen Gundelin skates going to take that face-off, and it's carefully played along to Sanderson. Then it back to Melwin Thorson. Skates off back to Sanderson. Has the lane, shoots that one, and it's juggled there by Chabonneau. Puck sent down the length of the ice. Icing waved off as Ottawa is short-handed. Oleg Litvinenko thought different of it. Rattlers re-begin on their breakout. Arsen Gundelin can skate it back. He's going to go behind the net, take a look, find Terrence McLean in the slot, who was calling for it, and a shot off the stick of 64 in blue. That puck's out of play. Pardon me, 81 in blue. That's Dante Papalia. Dante Papalia, a native of Richmond, Ontario, 6'1", 175. As Captain Terrence McLean has some choice words from the players in Ottawa. .121 remaining in the power play to Bradford, 9:02 to go. I think it's safe to say left in the game. Don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. That's going to be a huge mountain for Ottawa to climb. A quick shot was taken there by number 2, Oleg Grishotov, and another penalty coming up for the Ottawa Sharpshooters. We're going to have 5-on-3 once more. Pavel Rostov can find it to Oleg Grishotov. Back over to Rostov. Took a big bump there, but both of them staying on their feet. Andy Romani rubbed into the glass from behind. That could have been dangerous. A quick shot there was answered with the glove by Chapano. Ottawa will argue that penalty, but never seen an argument won over the ref, as hooking will be the call. To number 14, I believe, is the number. They are hard to read. On these decorative blue jerseys the Ottawa Sharpshooters are wearing. Jacob Adamczyk sitting in the box from Russell, Ontario. Bekele and Zahner play catch. Zahner to Bekele. Bekele shooting that one low and hard, and it's loose in the front. And covering that one is Charbonneau. Big to thank all the viewers tuning into season opener here in the Bradford West Gwillimbury Arena as the Rattlers take on the Ottawa Sharpshooters. And yes, it is 10-1 for the Bradford Rattlers. Zach Bekele can find Zahner. Zahner lost the handle on it, and it forces the Rattlers to skate back into neutral zone ice and regroup. Thorson hangs on as Bekele at the point. Won't use him here, he was covered. He does now. Bekele to Thorson. Thorson, rink wide pass, back down, stashed in deep to the play of Thorson. Thorson back down low. Trying to get a pass through the net mouth scramble there, and a quick flutter shot there is redirected and carried all the way back down and handled by Bekele. Bekele back to Thorson. 5-on-4 now. Thorson stops up on the blue line, waits for help, trying to get something going there. Thorson peels off from one attacker, works it back down low, and between the legs and a great backhand flip hand shot coming from 24, Tarasov. Bekele shooting that one off the mask and the post of Charbonneau. It remains a 10-1 affair. Seven minutes, 17 seconds to go in period number 3. 10-1 Rattlers. Arsen Gundelin skates in and take that face off, lost it, gained it right back. Lukkinen works it back, quick shot, and scoring while on one knee is 16, Arsen Gundelin. It's 11-1. I'd like to give a thanks to good friend Jared from giving us some facts about Coach Rick Jackman and his days as an Anaheim Duck. Did make the transition from player to coach, as well as Randy Carlisle. Randy Carlisle, a former Norris Trophy winner, as Randy Carlisle was the coach of Rick Jackman. And Rick Jackman replaced the suspended Chris Pronger in the 2007 Stanley Cup Finals against the Ottawa Senators, not the Ottawa Sharpshooters. As Rick Jackman gets his name on the Stanley Cup, playing a game in the Stanley Cup Finals and playing a key role in Anaheim winning the Stanley Cup. Rick Jackman learning what he'd learned from Randy Carlisle. As is always, Randy Carlisle is back coaching the Anaheim Ducks. And Rick Jackman is back coaching these Bradford Rattlers, who have surely been impressive tonight. 6:20, time remaining. Grishotov back to Rostov. Grishotov takes the pass back, and a nice pass finding Vagyolov. Oleg Grishitov. Skates made a nice move, got his way through, and played back to the point. Shooting that one into traffic there, and it got reamed to the side of the net. I believe as of now we are doing run time, I believe. .5:30 time remaining. Pavel Rodskov behind his own net. Ottawa, try to get something going. Get one, get the next one. Maybe fine-tune their flow a little bit. Get some quick momentum going here to come back as a positive for their next game. Brisky was the man in front of the net. He had a great chance there. Zach Bekele won't shoot. Tarasov will. Pardon me, that was Jason Zahner. Romani goes behind the net. Played off by Daniel Vanette. Romani hit to the ice. If Vanette does the same to the man who hit Romani. Quick shot steered aside by the blocker of Chabonneau. And Chabonneau having some choice words in front to Andy Romani. Romani steers that one back to Brisky. Daniel Vanette lost it. Zoamba played on back Brisky. Romani running his man out with 4:11 to go in this third period. It's 11-1 Bradford. Yeah, not a problem, Jared. Always good to give a little fact about head coach Rick Jackman in his days as an NHLer, as an Anaheim Duck. As I know you are a big-time Anaheim Ducks fan. It's a shot going through the 5-hole, but loose, but kept out by Oleg Litvinenko. Brandon Morris won the faceoff, but got Karen back to the point and a high, hard shot. Found the glass as Sanderson tried to find his man Vitaly Tarasov on a breakaway stretch pass. At the point of the game right now, why not try a few things? Arsen Gindelin skates in to take the face-off for the Rattlers. Romani lost his stick momentarily, but it gets played off to a good possession play there by Patrick Luname. Pressures his man off from the boards. Kept alive, however, by Grishitov. Rink-wide pass, finding Arsen Gindelin. Gindelin behind his own net, finding LeMay. Lene lost the handle momentarily, but a nice one-touch pass there by Oleg Grishitov, and shooting that one was number 16, Arsen Gindelin, and a nice spread basket save was made by the goaltender. Time remaining in this game is 3 minutes on the dot. Half-board scrum continues in Ottawa's zone, but they can eventually bring it out as we're going to get an interference call. And Terrence McLean takes exception to that, as he's going to follow his man, give him a few cross checks, and tell him how he feels about that. And this is where it's going to start to get ugly. So as you saw, Terrence McLean being ejected from the game after a little tap in the face to one of the Ottawa Sharpshooter players. So it looks like out of all this, Bradford will get another power play. And the man of the game, what should be the first star of this game, is number 24, Vitaly Tarasov with the hat trick. Russian native, 20-year-old. Former team was the Kuznetsky Medivi. He had 9 points in 6 games he had with the club. Finds himself here in Bradford with a heck of a performance here in the first goal of the season. First game of the season as Yuri Hovey. Let's skate it back. We've got some more pushing and shoving from Andy Romani and Zach Bekele. Not too much to say about what transpired in front of us right here. Andy Romani, Zach Bekele were among the few that were in that little scuffle in front of head coach Rick Jackman and his players. So, Andy Romani and Zach Bekele would most likely, and yes, they'll be tossed out of the game, I believe, but Zach Bekele is still standing on the bench. Penalties all across the board here in this 11-1 game. In this first game of the GMHL Season 4, the Bradford Rattlers. So it looks like the Ottawa Sharpshooters will go 0-3 on the campaign thus far, as the Bradford Rattlers will go to an impressive win and a 1-0 record. So we got more 3-on-3 hockey. Shout out to Bill Fines. Yuri Hovey, Finland native, playing last year for the junior piece Sumi Sarsha, where he had 17 points in that league. He's a physical force out there. Reminds us of the Brad Marchand. Smaller guy, not afraid to take on any size. 3-on-1 chance broken up, however, by the Ottawa Sharpshooters as we're approaching the 2-minute mark. In the third period of play, Nathan Sanderson starts from his zone, has number 7 Yuri Hovey and number 2 Oleg Grishatov on his side. Sanderson carefully, calmly walks in, curls it back to the front there, and calm as can be his goaltender Charlebois. A little scuff in front of the net as they thought about going after it, but Yuri Hovey and the defender from Ottawa thought better of it. Gave himself a little pat, said it's going to be enough of that. As the Ottawa Sharpshooters have definitely had enough here in Bradford. Vitaly Tarasov skates in, won that face-off, and right now they're just going to try to kill as much time as they can and just get out of here with the 2 points. Next backhand pass there was made by number 6 Pavel Roskov. Roskov has the puck again, works it back to the front 24 between the legs. Quick shot by Jason Zahner was stopped by the glove. And throughout this game, Jason Zahner wants to get his name on the goal scoring sheet, as this 11-1 game didn't matter to him. He wants one. And as for Rick Jackman, that's the mindset you want. You want to be the guy taking the team by charge. As Brandon Morris jumps the gun on that face-off, so we'll do it over again. With 1:36 to go in period number 3, the score is 11 for Bradford and 1 for the Ottawa Sharpshooters. Ottawa skates back. Goaltender Liftinenko can play it for Sanderson. Sanderson getting it back to Braden Morris. Braden Morris left it for Sanderson. Scuffled there in front and battling away with it and dangerously playing it back to the front of the net there were the Sharpshooters from Ottawa. They snap one into the goal on Oleg Liftinenko. And 1 minute to go here in this game. Sanderson can calmly play it back over to Oleg Grishatov. 1 penalty is over. 4-on-4. And the Rattlers get one more, and a carom shot was off the top of the glove there by goaltender. And another one off the mask. They're not going easy on them. Nice spin around a move, looking like Zdeno Chara in a game against the Florida Panthers in 2012. I'm sure my friend Jared would like that one. A little throwback. A little bit of useless information. Ottawa can start back again on a 2-1-1. Shooting a low shot, looking for a shot rebound. Icing waved off with 3 seconds. 2-1, and it's over. As the Bradford Rattlers will skate off with an 11-1 win against the Ottawa Sharpshooters. So for Nick Stella, and everyone here for the Bradford Rattlers organization, we'll wish you a good hockey night for now.